Hello, I'm State Representative Chris Bos.
And I'm State Representative Jackie Haas.
And we are here to answer some questions about Reimagine Illinois. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. So is there any proposed legislation to improve access to mental health services?
As a matter of fact, Chris, there is. I actually want to highlight House Bill 3758. So this bill provides that individual or group policies of accident or health insurance that cover telehealth services must provide coverage for telehealth services used to treat a mental, emotional, nervous, or substance use disorder or condition. And I think we all know that in this time of the pandemic, that's even more important for folks who are still a little bit reluctant to go visit their doctor face to face.
Great. Next question. So how has and does corruption hurt social services here in Illinois?
Sure. So I think we know that for far too long, Illinoisans have been paying a high price for corruption. We're painfully aware that corruption decreases economic growth and it discourages development in our state. Corruption further serves to disadvantage the already underserved in our state and our communities. Yeah.
Great. So how does the identification of dyslexia in children improve opportunities for them as adults?
Sure. So we know that early identification is key in detection of any barriers to learning, and that's the same for the detection of dyslexia. Dyslexia can have profound impact on a student's learning, their ability to read and write, and it can result in lifelong educational, social, and emotional economic struggles. So the sooner that we identify those barriers to any type of learning, the better, and that includes dyslexia.
All right, and a little pivot here. How many local governments are taxing the people of Illinois right now?
Wow. So according to the U.S. Census of Governments, the state of Illinois has by far the highest number of local governments of any state, coming to a resounding number of 6,918.
Wow.
So we really need to focus on our need to eliminate and consolidate unnecessary layers of government. Illinois obviously leads the nation in units of government that hike tax bills and add layers to bureaucracy. Consolidation and elimination of those unnecessary layers of government will not only save money, lower property tax bills, and create a better experience for those that live in our state.
Absolutely.
All right, it's your turn.
Bring it on.
Are you ready? So why is Reimagine Illinois important to the state?
Yeah, so I think majority of us love living here. We love this state. When I'm out talking to families, they love what the state has to offer in terms of education, schooling, resources, the city, all those great amenities. But on the same side, they're sick and tired of the constant corruption, the constant high taxes, the constant need where the government's putting themselves ahead of their own citizens. So it's time to reimagine what Illinois can be, what Illinois should be, and move this state forward.
So Chris, what more can Illinois do to protect victims of human trafficking?
Yeah, as you know, that's something very near and dear to my heart. I think there's three things that we need to focus on. Number one is awareness. I think people are aware that human trafficking is happening around the world, but they don't fully understand that it's happening right here in our communities. It's happening in your backyard. So the more that we can be aware of the victimhood of human trafficking, the more that we can do to help those victims. I think we need consistent criminal justice reform on this as well, too. We need to go after hard those perpetrators that are especially going after children and throw the book at them. And last, we need to create a system of help for these victims. Currently here in Illinois, there's only one safe house for minor children that are victims of sex trafficking. We need to do better.
Great. Why are Illinois taxes so high?
Why? That's the question we all get, right, as we're out and about. Years of unbalanced budgets, years of corruption, years of the political system putting itself ahead of the people. And as you mentioned earlier, the number of units of government that we have, we are not operating efficiently, we're not operating effectively, we are not doing the best that we can with the dollars that our citizens have trusted us with.
Does Illinois currently have term limits for the members of the General Assembly?
Unfortunately, no. They don't. I know there's been a number of bills that have come up over the years, but they've never made it out of committee. They've never made it out to a vote. One of the things that our caucus, the Republicans, have done as far as term limits for their leadership, they've already enacted those and put those in place. So we're trying to set the example to say we can do this and we should do this.
Very good.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to know more,
Go to reimagineillinois.com.